We're live from Waterfront Park from the Free America March on the anniversary of President Trump's second inauguration.
Two Hillcrest businesses have filed claims against the city, saying this construction is preventing customers from coming in.
The debate continues over the proposed empty second home and vacation rental tax. What you need to know.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts now.
All across the country, Americans are out in protest of federal immigration policies. You can find rallies all over, from outside Trump Tower in New York City to schools in Minneapolis suburbs to Atlanta and our nation's capital.
The Free America Walkout was organized by groups like the Women's March. It started at 2 o'clock this afternoon as people walked out of work, schools, and businesses as an act of protest. One of these walkouts happened today at Waterfront Park. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. Our Alex Cheney is live from Waterfront Park and brings us more. Alex?
Yeah, that's right. It was a busy day here at Waterfront Park as hundreds of people converged on this site, made a loop around the building to have their voices heard. Check it out. The Free America March filled the sidewalks of Waterfront Park with chants, megaphones, not for war and occupation, and music. The organizer of the event happy to see so many people out on the street to have their voices heard.
Don't let fascists multiply.
I think it's fantastic. It shows that when all of us collectively can come together and fight fascism, we know that it takes the masses of the people to really make change. So that's what we're doing today.
People claim that it's about imperial domination.
The event drew about 200 people to march around Waterfront Park, and then after, a rally.
That's what it's going to take to get the regime that's in the White House out. It's constant resistance. Fight resistance, that's what it's all about.
Means a lot. I wish there was more. It's great. This is the best psychological medication anybody can have. I'm out here with like-minded people.
Those at the event calling for the end of fascism and the end of ICE, saying they're unhappy with the way agents are arresting people.
I'm very disturbed. I'm very troubled by what's going on in the country, and I think the good news is I think people are waking up to this. They're seeing what's going on. They're watching the news. They're listening to their neighbors, and they're understanding that things are not good and getting worse.
Lots of passionate people out here at the rally today showing a full display of love for their country. Now, they said that this group, they're going to put on some more rallies and some more protests, and they'll let us know when those are going to be happening very soon. Reporting live, I'm Alex Cheney. Back over to you.
Thank you, Alex.
Tonight, we've learned that a man and a woman have been arrested in connection with a double murder in Grant Hill.
The victims have been identified as Ruben Chavez and Evelyn Verhin. They were found shot on 27th Street just after midnight yesterday. The suspects have been identified as 25-year-old Princess Perez and her boyfriend, 21-year-old Rex Morales, both now facing 2 counts of murder. Victim Ruben Chavez and suspect Princess Perez had a previous relationship and had been involved in a custody battle. The 3 children who were found in a car near the bodies were not part of that custody dispute. Mexico has sent more than 3 dozen alleged cartel members to the United States amid growing pressure from the Trump administration.
These people have been taken to several U.S. cities, including San Diego. The Mexican security minister said the country made an agreement with the U.S. Justice Department to not seek the death penalty. This transfer includes alleged members of multiple cartels, such as the Sinaloa Cartel and Jalisco New Generation Cartel. This is the 3rd such transfer in less than a year between the U.S. and Mexico. President Trump has discussed the idea of military action in Mexico targeting cartels. Last week, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum spoke with President Trump, saying U.S. intervention in Mexico is not needed. We are learning new details tonight in a decades-old cold case out of Chula Vista. 4 men are now in custody for the 2004 murder of 21-year-old Ryan Cunningham, including one prosecutor says is a high-ranking member of a Mexican drug cartel. Investigators say Cunningham was at La Bella's Pizza when he accidentally walked through a private baby shower. Prosecutors say he was wrongly accused of stealing car keys, an accusation they now say was false.
Mr. Cunningham with a 2x4 They shocked him with what witnesses described as a cattle prod, beat him with a metal chair as he sat on the patio of Labella's, and ultimately fatally stabbed him in the chest.
Prosecutors allege the cartel member ordered 3 others to kill Cunningham. All 4 defendants appeared in court today and face life in prison if convicted. Today, San Diego Unified's crisis response team was at McKinley Elementary School.
This comes after a 6-year-old student was killed by a hit-and-run driver in Pacific Beach over the weekend. Hudson O'Laughlin was a first grader. Memorials for him are growing at both his school and the site of the deadly collision.
Actually heartbreaking. My husband and I, we got the email, we were all at home together. We've got a 6-year-old boy who rides his bike and loves Lego, and it was just heartbreaking to think of the loss that family's enduring.
As for the accused driver, investigators say 32-year-old Tiffany Sanchez was driving without a license. She's accused of vehicular manslaughter and will be in court next week.
Tonight, businesses along 5th Avenue and Hillcrest are fed up, and they've now filed claims against the city, saying they are losing revenue because of a construction project.
Our Shannon Handy has more on their concerns and how the city is responding.
The city is upgrading a storm drain here on 5th near Pennsylvania. As a result, parking has been eliminated. There's also noise and dust, which the businesses around here say have led to fewer customers coming in.
This is the first venture I have into the cafe world.
That venture started 2.5 years ago.
Whoa.
When Victoria Robertson and her partner, Rosario Monetti, opened a coffee shop in Hillcrest called Diva. Back then, the Zevely Zone showcased the pair's creative business model. The 2 are opera singers by trade and perform for customers. But today's visit has nothing to do with their success. Instead, what's getting in the way of it?
December 1st, the city put up double fences and a K-rail that was completely blocking our storefront visibility. So even though technically people can access us from the corners, the fence stretches 2 blocks long, and it's very hard for customers to know that we're accessible and know that we're open.
Victoria says normally you'd see more customers here, but since the construction project started, she estimates her revenue is down between 20 and 30%.
In our opinion, they should have mitigated something like this before they started the work. It's like the city doesn't even seem to care about these small businesses.
We first reported on the issue last month when other nearby businesses shared similar complaints.
We had to cancel a big party of 30 because she said, we guys don't have parking and there's no parking on the street. That reservation would have brought us in $2,000.
Now Diva and Pure Bar are taking their frustrations to the next level. They filed claims against the city seeking monetary compensation and requesting they reassess how the project is run. Maria Severson is their attorney.
Why did they have to barricade in these businesses for 2 blocks? They should segment it.
The city tells CBS 8 the $7 million project is expected to be complete in October 2026, though the current traffic control plan could be removed in the spring. The city states businesses and residents were notified, adding the project is required as part of a legal settlement when the city was sued after flooding in the area. Regarding the claims filed, the city attorney's office declined to comment. Meantime, businesses are doing what they can to adapt, including posting signs and offering discounts on takeout orders. They want the public to know they're open and hope despite the construction mess, they'll continue to show their support.
This is impacting our livelihood and our ability to bring something beautiful to the community.
Shannon Handy, CBS 8.
Thanks, Shannon. A local gym was about to close until CBS 8 got involved. Back in October, we told you Being Fit in Claremont was losing its lease after 36 years in business. Back then, the gym owners showed us the 90-day termination notice they received. We reached out to the management company responsible for the property, but didn't hear back immediately. But since our story aired, there have been demonstrations, calls to the landlord, and town halls. Now, the new landlord is giving the gym a 5-year extension. Last night, 3,600 gym members received an email saying Being Fit is staying open. Although the lease was extended, the rent is going up, and so are membership rates. But current gym members tell us that's okay. It's still cheaper than a lot of other gyms.
It's a debate that's heating up again. Should San Diego crack down on empty second homes and vacation rentals with a new tax? Supporters say it could be a real game changer for affordable housing, while opponents warn it could hurt local businesses and tourism.
Our Steffi Roche joins us live with what some of those for and against the plan are saying tonight. Steffi.
Well, supporters say that the rental tax would help create more affordable housing options for San Diegans. And supporters speaking at today's event earlier today, including City Council member Sean Elo Rivera, voiced that people, including students, are often competing with vacation rentals for housing, and that this impacts access to education and housing stability. The empty second home and vacation rental tax is set to apply only to vacant second homes and whole home vacation rentals, not primary residences, renters, or long-term rentals. Those in favor say it would affect less than 1% of San Diegans. The measure calls for a tax of up to $5,000 per bedroom per year. If the proposal passes, for example, someone with an empty second home or vacation rental with 4 bedrooms could face a $20,000 a year tax. The measure is seeing significant pushback from the region's tourism and business sector, including the San Diego Regional Chamber of Commerce.
It's about giving people a fair shot, giving them a chance to stay in the homes, from not being pushed out of the homes that they live in today, because we've watched that happen. We've watched entire condo buildings that were once the homes of families be emptied out so they could be mini hotels instead. That is not good for San Diego.
Well, vacation rentals have been a part of the tourism industry in San Diego for decades. This is not a new phenomenon. And vacation rentals, short-term vacation rentals, supply tens of millions of dollars in revenue to the city of San Diego.
And Kate goes on to say the Chamber of Commerce will continue to push back against the tax, even if it's added to the ballots. Meanwhile, supporters say the measure would generate up to $90 million in revenue to help fund and invest in housing, infrastructure, and other projects throughout the region. But for now, reporting live from San Diego, I'm Steffi Roche, CBS 8.
Thanks, Steffi. Right now, the American Red Cross is asking for your support.
More on their nationwide blood shortage and how you can help next.
And a major project could help people plagued by highway traffic in Santee.